so much, Christine. I really appreciate that beautiful introduction. Let me go ahead and share my screen. Hopefully everyone can see a red and white presentation. Can you give me a thumbs up? Okay, thank you so much for that thumbs up there. Oh, let's not jump ahead. So, okay. Alrighty, so thank you again. As Christine mentioned, my name is Nicole Legaux. I am so very happy to be a part of this wonderful conference. I also presented at the ADA Accessibility Conference at Wagner High School last year, which was a huge success, and very thankful for the team on being able to pull this off and with the new norm and with COVID. So great job to them. So I appreciate you joining our presentation today. Today we are talking about how to launch ADA compliant or ADA accessible websites by the end of this year. Most of you may know that there is a mandate by the Department of Ed, New York Department of Ed, that all websites have to be ADA accessible by the end of this year. With Edlio, we will definitely share with you how we can make that a possibility, okay? So let's just review a little bit of our agenda so you can kind of pace yourself throughout the presentation. The first thing we're going to talk about is a little introduction on Edlio. Also, how will we be answering your questions? We will review our built-in ADA accessibility tools that are built into your content management system, and that's what you're purchasing from Edlio, is a content management system, which is a CMS in short. So it's not just a website. It's a platform that comes with teacher pages and unlimited forms. Those teacher pages sync with Google Classroom as well, a free newsletter builder, unlimited email sender, and so much more. I'm going to talk about these things. But again, you have ADA tools built into your platform. We talked about the Google Classroom integration. Our websites also can be translated in over 100 different languages, including any of the forms that you put on your website. And I'm also going to give you an in-depth look in the back end of our platform so I can show you in real time how easily we can update the website, but also if we need to update the website, how we can push the content out to our social media followers as well, all within a couple of clicks without having to go to those social media platforms to do our postings, okay? And then the last part, we will address any questions that are at the end. Okay, so at the bottom of this presentation, you should see a Q&A button or maybe even a chat feature. You can drop all of your questions throughout the webinar in there. And if I'm not able to address those questions at the end of the presentation, I'll be happy to follow up with you via email following the webinar, okay? So all questions will be at the end. A little bit about me. Again, my name is Nicole Legaux. I am the New York Territory Manager for all schools and districts in New York. So not just New York DOE, I have the BOCES, I have some districts upstate. So I deal with all New York schools and districts. I am a mother of two, so I will apologize in advance if my son wakes up and does a little intrusion, asking for snacks or whatever have you. I have been 20 years experience in working in education, not only in K through 12, but I also had 10 years of experience working at the higher education level. And just a fun fact about me, during COVID, me and my son loved to make jump rope videos, exercise videos. And that was prior to this presentation being created. I just received my new Peloton bike yesterday. So that's like my new passion. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I did 2 workouts yesterday. Whew, just the thought of it. The little things that keep you motivated during COVID, right? We need that. We need those glimpses of motivation. Okay, enough about me. Let's jump on into the presentation. So a little bit about Edlio. Edlio, our main mission is to simplify your lives and the lives of the parents in your school community through approachable and powerful technology. Our platform only focuses on K through 12 communities. So our websites are only for schools and districts, as opposed if you have Weebly or Wix or Google, those platforms are pretty much made for every entity under the sun, and you kind of have to tailor it for education. But our platform from the ground up, when we're building our websites, and including the tools in there, we're always thinking about our teachers and those that are less tech savvy and how we can make it as easy as possible for you to update the websites. We power over 15,000 school and districts that probably should be moved to 16,000 very soon across the country and around the world. Believe it or not, Edlio received our start in New York. Our CEO, Ali, actually was in New York and signed up our first school, which was New Dorp High School in Staten Island. So New Dorp has been with us for about 18 years, going on 19, okay? And we have a lot of schools in Staten Island as well. So a little bit about our websites. Again, I mentioned what you're purchasing from us today is a content management system. It's a CMS. So it's extremely easy to manage. Your websites will be ADA compliant because not only do we build them from the ground up with ADA accessibility in mind, but we have a lot of tools built into it to protect you as a school and or district once we hand over the platform to you. Our platform is responsive and mobile friendly. So nowadays it's more important on how your website looks like on a mobile device compared to a desktop device. As they say, about 75% or more of your school community, when they're bringing up your website nowadays, they're bringing it up on a mobile device. Okay, so I'm going to show you how nice our websites look like on a mobile device in the presentation. And we have ongoing unlimited support. So what's also beautiful about Edlio websites is that you can delegate different parts of our websites to be updated by different people. All of the work of updating the websites do not have to fall on one person's shoulders. You can delegate just the library page to be updated by the librarian, or you can have the athletic director update all of the sports pages on the website. And I'll show you again how we can delegate different parts of the website. And with that, we offer unlimited technical support for that librarian or for that athletic director. So if they ever need help with the website, they can reach out to us. And we will help them with anything with the website. So they don't have to bother the SPOC or the principal. They can come directly to us for that ongoing unlimited support, okay? So a little bit about digital accessibility and the reason why we're here. Sorry, that's that brief interruption of my beautiful son that I warned you guys about. He's trying to turn on the Peloton bike. Not right now, Ryder. Thank you. So back to the presentation. In New York, there's about 20% of students that identify as having a disability. These students may use assistive tools like screen readers or need the translation feature that can make sure that the content adapts to different languages. And it also requires that all school websites are accessible by the end of this year. There is a mandate, again, that I talked about from the Department of Ed saying that all websites have to be accessible. If you have not received your grade for your website, I'm going to click on this link. And I can also share this with you if you come by my booth. There is this link where you can kind of review your scores, your school's website accessibility score. And if we click on this link here, you would have to have your NYCDOE password to get the grade of your last accessibility grade on your website. Okay, so if you don't have that, again, I can put that in the chat feature for you just so you guys have that. Let's see, do I have the ability of chat? I do. So I'm going to put that here in the chat for you guys. Alrighty, and that should help you find out the grade. If you're not at a 5 at this point, that's where Edlio can come in. We can, our platforms are created from the ground up, coming out the box with a 5 grade. Okay. So just going back to the presentation, the DOE also wanted everyone to appoint a webmaster also and release them for one training. And I believe some of them did it last year, and the DOE has been doing different trainings throughout the year. So let's talk about some of our built-in accessibility tools. I promise I'll make the presentation part very fast, and then we'll get into the good stuff of really showing you our websites and how to update in real time. So I'll breeze through this. I'm not going to bore you to death. So again, we make our websites accessible at all stages. We do design and code our websites according to WCAG 2.1 level AA. Design codes, So we do design our website with sufficient color contrast. We ensure that users can navigate the keyboard and access skip to main content links. We also review page structure and links to be read by screen readers before your website goes live. Some of the built-in tools that we have is an alt text for all of the images that you upload to the platform. We make it mandatory for you to add a description to it. That way the screen readers can read to the special needs community what your images on your website are saying. So we make that mandatory so nothing kind of slips through the cracks. All of our videos, we have a video player built into our platform, and all of our videos also automatically come with closed captioning. I heard that with Zoom that you have the ability of adding closed captioning on there. I love it because now you can tell that this is catering to the special needs community. Your websites, if you upload a video to the platform, again, within an hour, not only will it come with closed captioning, but it'll also come with a full transcript of what was said on that video. Again, I have a couple of examples for you. And we also have a Wave accessibility checker. Some of you have probably heard of that in your trainings as well. The Wave accessibility checker is built into our platform. And you can scan every page before you publish it to make sure that there are no ADA accessibility errors on there. Okay, so here's a success story from Isle of Wight County Schools. It is a district that we power. They were hit from OCR with a letter saying that their website had to be ADA accessibility. And with the great work of our tech team, they were able to remove those accessibility errors for this district. And she just, gave us a nice quote here on just saying how thankful she was that we resolved her issues. We also have another success story from IS-281. Some of you are a part of the Microsoft Teams SharePoint that is available for all webmasters. And he sent me a message in Microsoft Teams just saying, thank you for getting us to a 5. So that's IS-281. So a couple of success stories there just regarding ADA accessibility. We also have an add-on that you can add to your ADA accessible Edlio website at any time as well. And I just want to be clear, AudioEye is an add-on. You do not have to have this on your website for your websites to be ADA accessibility. For your websites to be ADA accessible. It's kind of just like icing on the cake or the cherry on the ice cream, that quote. So this is Mathis High School that has AudioEye on their website. And I just kind of want to share with you what that actually does for website visitors. I'll talk about these widgets later in my presentation that kind of scroll on the page, but I'm going to get them out of here. But notice how on this website, there's a little blue man on the right-hand corner. These are the accessibility options for the special needs community. So if I open up that toolkit, there's a lot of different ways that this toolkit will adapt the screen for that special needs community. So if I need a big arrow here, see, this is a traditional arrow that most people see. I can make that arrow bigger. I can change the contrast of the website if my vision is a little different. I can make the text a little bigger. Okay, I can make it smaller. I can add spacing in between the letters. Again, I can address the screen to my particular, needs. And then we also have the video player here on the right. What's really nice about AudioEye is not only does it let you know about the ADA errors that are on your website, but it also will fix the errors that are on your website. And if anyone comes to your website and they need help and say that one of your websites or pages is not accessible, if they fill out this form, it'll go directly to AudioEye and it'll let them know what page of your website is not accessible, and AudioEye will fix that for you. Again, you won't have to spend time trying to figure out how to get your website ADA accessible. AudioEye will take care of that for you. Okay, so again, that's an add-on. It's not automatically included. Just wanted to show you the additional layers we have for your special needs community. Okay. So let's just go ahead and finish with the presentation. We also have Google Classroom integration. I know a lot of the New York schools out there are using Google Classroom now with COVID. So since COVID, we've had 14,000 classes integrated with Google Classroom on our school websites. So we can see that this is definitely something that was needed during COVID based on those stats. And we saw a 1,400 increase in Google Classroom integration since March 16th. So I have a couple of examples here. If we go to Brooklyn High School, who we also power, this is Katerina's teacher page, and notice how everything this teacher put in Google Classroom is automatically here on the website for parents and students. But now with COVID, you know, sometimes you have grandparents that are having to help with homework assignments because the parents have to go out and, you know, maybe they are essential workers. And now the parents can have access to the homework and assignments, and family members. They even can subscribe by email here on the right. So if that family member is helping out with homework and assignments, again, for family engagement or parent engagement, they can subscribe by email, and now they'll be emailed all of the homework and assignments automatically as long as they subscribe by email. We also have this subscribe to calendar. So notice how there's a calendar view here. So I can see all of the assignments that were put in here. And I even have a printer friendly version where I can print this out and put it on the refrigerator. So that child can't come home and say, I don't have any homework today, or I don't have any assignments today. You can say, go look on the refrigerator. Maybe you missed something. Okay. So that's our wonderful Google integration that you see there. We also have it on PS52's website. They did a good job. If we go to their website here, and if we scroll down here to classes, and maybe my child is in the 4th grade class, I can click here on the 4th grade class and choose which teacher. So let's just pretend that it's these teachers here. I would love to know how to pronounce their names, but I'm not even going to try it. Let me go ahead and click on their teacher page. And again, this is how you can easily get to the teacher pages and see all of the information that's in Google Classroom here on the website. Again, the teachers just have to put it in Google Classroom. Once it's integrated, it'll continuously add here on the website. Okay. So I'll get to those questions. I see the chatting button going up. I'll make sure that I review some of those questions. Just want to make sure I can fit all this goodness in before the presentation. Our websites also can be translated in over 100 different languages, and that's including forms. So if I go here to PS229, again, another website that we power, and notice how at the very top of their website, I can translate this website in over 100 different languages. So if I change this to Spanish, the entire website will change to Spanish, okay? The entire website. Alrighty, so I know that's very big in New York. I know there's one school, I think PS 144, they shared they had to adapt to 30 different languages. Can you imagine? I cannot imagine, but kudos to them for being able to function and communicate. But that's why they chose Edlio to be able to, you know, help meet that. It also comes with unlimited forms. So notice how it says sign up for alerts here. If I click on this website, notice how there's a form here on the website. So just like Google Forms, you can create unlimited forms on our website. I'm seeing some schools do daily COVID forms, and they have to fill out a form saying if they've been sick or if they have a temperature. You will be able to choose who do these form responses go to. Again, because it's on the website, your forms also can be translated in over 100 different languages. You want to try to get away from PDFs and forms because PDFs are problematic for two reasons. One, PDFs are not as accessible to your special needs community. And two, again, PDFs and forms can't be translated in different languages. So the more you can digitize your forms and put them on the website, the more accessible your content will be, not only to your special needs community, but also to those that speak a language outside of English, okay? So we have that there. So we talked about our Google translations, and let's go ahead and jump into the actual website. So we're done with that. Hopefully it wasn't too boring of a presentation. I'm going to log out of that presentation. So I just wanted to show you, again, just some of the features that we have on the websites as well. So if I go to, let's go to Staten Island. Notice how Staten Island is a website that we power as well. You will be able to put videos on your website and change them out as much as you like. Notice how if I click here on their virtual open house, these are widgets that you, again, you'll be able to put on your website. So it kind of scrolls with the visitors on the website. If I wanted to go in and look at the virtual open house here, I can click on the virtual open house and notice how it opens up to their video gallery. So if I wanted to see maybe their video about the students, who are you and do you fit in at Staten Island Tech? If I click on this video, this is using our own built-in video player.
Hi, I'm Juliana Torres.
Hi, my name is Ellie.
So I'm going to I'm going to mute the video. So just pretend, again, actually that was, oh yeah, so that was there. Give me 1 second, sorry. Let's go to this first one. So this is another video. So just notice.
Welcome.
Notice how as they're talking, that closed captioning is automatically added to the video. So again, if you do use our video player that comes on your website, within an hour of you uploading those videos, it will automatically come with closed captioning. It also comes with a full transcript of letting you know what was said on that video. So again, that's for your special needs community, making sure that the content in your videos is accessible to your special needs community. I've seen a lot of teachers even doing lectures of themselves in the classroom and putting them on their teacher pages. Okay, so just another feature about our websites there. PS13, they actually have on their website, just as I'm kind of scrolling through the different websites here, they have morning announcements. So it comes with music.
Tuesday morning, PS13.
And this is the principal there. And she does morning announcements every morning for her children. So, you know, with parents being remote and virtual learning, some of us are missing seeing the principal in person and hearing, you know, what the teachers and staff have to say. That was a part of our routine, you know, before COVID. So being that she's able to still get in front of the students, they're still able to see her face. And again, the closed captioning's there and she's able to adapt to all of the special needs students. It really kind of just brings the education to life, you know. So you can absolutely put videos on your website as well, and they have their social media embedded here on the website as well, okay? So what I would like to do, being that we're already only have about 20 minutes left, I would love to take you into the back end of our platform so I can show you how we can easily update the website at real time. Oh, before I do that, I do just want to show you a couple of examples of other teacher pages. This is one teacher page. Notice how she has different PDFs embedded on her teacher page with the bell schedule and the different syllabuses. So the teachers will be able to embed PDFs on the website. And again, I can click right here on this teacher's class and go to the assignments that are integrated here on the integrated via Google Classroom that are automatically populated here on the teacher page. Okay, so that's just one example. And then we have Mr. Kelly. I've seen these emojis or bitmojis, I get them confused, on a lot of teacher pages now, and see how he has his Zoom group, haven't had my coffee. Zoom ground rules here. With my son, I would say mute yourself, which should be number one. But our schedule here, so parents can know kind of what's going on. He also has an in-depth look of the schedule for the entire week here. So again, just notice how you can embed PDFs on the website. So it doesn't have to be just a file. It can be the actual PDF, and you can embed that on the website. Okay, so now parents know exactly what's going on throughout the week and throughout the day. Okay, and the teacher also has important links. So we know as a parent, my son is using iReady and Google Classroom and Go Math. I mean, there's so many platforms that parents have to access. And I completely understand that, but see how he has it all on one central place on his teacher page. Again, we will train all of your teachers for you. And if any of your teachers ever need help with their websites, they come to our support team. They don't have to go to the SPOC for support or the principal for support. They come directly to us. Okay, this is also a look of kind of how our staff directory can look. So this is another website that we power. And notice at the top here, if I go to the staff directory, this is kind of how your staff directory can look on the website. And notice how the staff directory is broken up by category, grade level, first grade. A parent can go in here and search for all third grade teachers by just typing in a number 3. Type in a 4 for all the fourth grade teachers. If you know the name of the teacher, you can start typing them in. So we do have a search feature for the teacher pages. And this is exactly how you would get to the teacher pages. So once you click on that teacher, it'll take you directly to their teacher pages here. Okay. What's also nice about our websites is the fact that I did mention this in the presentation, but I want to show you in real time on how, turn the mute, let me mute that down. But again, to show you how mobile friendly and responsive our websites are. So if I click on inspect on this website, you can see what our websites look like on different versions. So you can see what our website looks like on an iPhone 6, 7, or 8, a Galaxy S5, but notice how the entire website has adapted to the screen, okay? The entire website. So it's really nice. Our websites look really nice on a mobile phone. Again, if I want to get to that staff directory from my cell phone, I can click here on this staff directory. Okay, I can search for any teacher, and I can even email a teacher all from the staff directory on the website. Okay, and those homework assignments that we saw via Google Classroom, I can click here on homework, again from my cell phone, and get all of those homework assignments that were embedded via Google Classroom. Okay, so our websites are mobile friendly and responsive. What's even better is the fact that the back end of your content management system, so when you log in here into the platform to update your websites, you also can make updates from your cell phone. Our entire back end is also mobile friendly and responsive. So you can be in your bed updating your website if you want to, okay? So I'm going to log in. That's a perfect segue to log into the back end. I think we have some librarians here on the chat too, but this is just an example of another website that we power. And at a lot of our schools, the librarians manage the library page of the website. We can delegate different parts of the website to be updated by different people. So if I go here to the library page, notice how this teacher has, you know, her library information or his library information here. And if I wanted to reserve the library, I can click on reservation requests and again, go to the unlimited forms that you can create on the website. And again, because it's on the website, just as I showed you before, your forms can be translated in over 100 different languages. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and log into the platform. If you guys do schedule a demo with Edlio, what's really nice about Edlio is the fact that you can, let me just You can get access to the back end of our platform, and we want you to test it out before you make any decisions to partner with us. Okay, so we will give you the login credentials. We will let you test drive our platform if you would like to test it out. We're that confident on how easy it is to update and manage. Okay, so let's just pretend we did want to give access to that librarian to only update the library page of the website. If we go here into user management, and let's pretend myself, Nicole, let's pretend I'm the librarian at the school. If we click on the librarian's name and then go into the librarian's profile, we can give that librarian only edit access to only be able to update the library page of the website, and that librarian will not be able to update anything else on the website. Okay, every time you create a page or section on your website, that page will appear here on sections that you would be able to delegate to different people. If you have an athletic director or coach and you want them to be able to update only the sports pages on the website so they can put the schedules and that physical release waiver form, again, you can delegate only the sports pages to be updated by them, and they will not be able to update anything else on the website. As I mentioned before, we will train that librarian, we will train that teacher, we will train that athletic director on how to update the website in real time. You will not have to worry about that training, okay? So let's go ahead and make an update on this fictitious website that you see here. It's called Cerrado High School. Okay, all of our websites also come up with this in pop-up message. So you can create pop-up message on your website at any time. So notice how it's commanding your attention. I have to click OK or read full story before I go on to the rest of the website. So we do have pop-up messages that you can create on your website as well. Notice also on this website, as I'm scrolling, this says complete the health screening questionnaire before you enter campus, right? So this is also very much needed in New York. If I click here on this button, it'll take me directly to the NYCDOE website so I can do that health screening form that most of you guys have to do. So again, anything that's accessed more on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, you want to have on the homepage of your website to make it easy for your parents to access. So the part that I'm going to update on this website is the news and announcements section that you see here. This is probably going to be your most frequent part of the website that you're updating throughout your time with Edlio. If we look at most of these websites on PS 229, again, they have their news and announcements section here. Okay, so I'm going to pretend like I'm updating this section of the website. So I'm going to log in. And the first thing that you normally see is your dashboard, your control panel. So it's right under account. If you guys do set up with a demo with me and I do give you the login credentials, your dashboard is where you want to go. And because I want to make a new announcement on the website, I'm going to click on announce. Okay. And again, the section of the website that I want to update is the news section of the website. So I'm going to click on news and alerts. Okay. So all of the news stories that you create from day one of you signing up with us will archive here in the back end of your content management system in case you have to re-announce it again in the future. Because you have that graduation that happens once a year or that parent-teacher conference that happens twice a year. You can go back 6 months ago and click edit and update it with the new date, time, and location, but you will not have to recreate your news stories from scratch if you don't want to. Okay, they're all archived here. It's the ones on that have the green button that say homepage. These are the ones that are currently on the homepage of your website at the moment. Okay, but for right now, we're going to click on add news. And what I would like to do is let's pretend like I am announcing a graduation that's coming up. And I actually already have everything typed out here. So my subject header is going to be, it's time to celebrate the graduating class of, I guess that's going to be 2021. Wow, I cannot. This year is flying by. Your short summary is going to be about 1 to 2 sentences that highlight what the entire news story is about. Okay, so we're just saying make note of the following information for guests. And then the bulk of our news story, the date, the time, the parking, if it's going to be live streamed this year, hopefully, or able to get out. So we'll put our content here. And let's say I didn't want to type out the information. Maybe I already had this information on a flyer. I can just drag and drop any PDF or flyer, and the news story will open up to that PDF instead of having to type it out. So did you see how quickly I added that PDF to the news story with our drag and drop technology? So you absolutely can drag and drop PDFs on your website as much as you like. Okay. So, okay, did it, oh no. Okay, everything just froze. Come on, let me out. Okay, because I don't have to talk through everything, I'm just gonna copy and paste everything again. I don't know why that just froze, but it's a good thing we have it typed out. So we'll put this here, as I mentioned, we'll put the short summary here, and then our content will be here in the content box, okay? So then we also want to add an image to the website, okay? And then I can add any image from, I can upload from my computer, Dropbox, Google Drive, or Microsoft OneDrive. So we are integrated with Google. I believe a lot of schools are Google integrated there. Or I can just drag and drop anything that I have on my website here. So I have a picture of graduates kind of throwing their hats in the air. So again, I'm going to do a drag and drop right here in the upload section of the website, okay? Now notice how the save button is grayed out. It will not allow me to add this image to the website because it's missing an alt text. So if any of you have received your grade report and it's letting you know you have a lot of images on your website because it's missing an alt text, notice how this is protecting you as a school. We make it mandatory for you to add an alt text to the image before you add it to the website. So we just have to describe it. So we'll say grads throwing hats in the air. Okay, so we have that there. So now we can add this to the website. The save button is blue now. So this is what's really nice, and a major differentiator between us and some of the other providers is the ability to schedule postings on your website. And also, more importantly, is the fact that you can expire postings from your website. So being that this is about a graduation that's happening August 31st, 2021, I can say I want this news story to expire from my website on August 31st. That's probably kind of late for a graduation, but you kind of get it. So this news story will expire from my website August 31st at midnight because the graduation is over and I don't have to remind myself to keep going to the website to remove dated information because of this expire feature. So for your webmasters, if they're in the room, they're probably loving that because it does save a lot of time on the back end, okay? So we're gonna click Save Now. This is where we make your lives even more easy. I don't know if that's a word. This is where we make your lives easier, not more easy. That doesn't, I know we have a lot of teachers in here as well. So if I wanted to push this news story that I just created, if I wanted to push it out to my Twitter and Facebook, I absolutely can do that from this platform. So I click here on Twitter. We would also have a box here with the Facebook box, and I can push it out to Facebook as well. If there was a box here, you can link as many Facebook social media accounts as you want, because some schools have a PTA Facebook page, an athletic Facebook page, a school Facebook page. So you can link as many social media accounts as you want. We click Post Now. So now we've updated the website. We've updated our social media followers, and you also get a complimentary app where you can send unlimited push notifications. So if we wanted to send a push notification to everyone that's downloaded our app, I can click this app alert and send a push alert to everyone that's downloaded the app, okay? So we've updated our website, we've updated all of our social media followers, and we've updated all of our app followers. Now, these features that I just mentioned, these are all included in your content management system. We do charge extra for the ability of doing voice messages and text alerts through the system. So we do have that embedded in the platform, but just know that is an extra cost. but the app alert, the unlimited push notifications, the social media integration, that's automatically included. I'm also going to make this a homepage pop-up alert just so you can see how easy it is to create a pop-up alert on our website. So let's go to the actual website that we've updated. Notice our news story is not here. I'm going to click refresh. I'm going to click refresh. Let's do it one more time. And here's the pop-up message that I just created saying it's time to celebrate the graduating class of 2020. Again, you don't have to create a pop-up for every news story that you create, only for the ones that you want to stand out and you feel like are maybe very important for them to see. And then this is the news section that I just added. So remember that was the picture that I did a drag and drop on. If I click on the actual news story here, this is the entire information about my news story here on the website. They even can click here to get directions to the actual event. Okay, so you do have the ability of easily adding content to your website. Looks like we have about 3 minutes left. If I wanted to update the photo shuffle, I can get through this fast because this platform is just super easy to update. So if I wanted to add a different picture to this photo shuffle, if I go here into my media, I'm sorry guys, I'm gonna have to speed up a little bit, but if I go to my shuffles here, if I wanted to add pictures to my homepage shuffle, okay, I can delete a picture by clicking the trash button here, and then I can add a picture by clicking upload. Okay, again, I can drag and drop any picture that's here in a folder. So let's just say I want to highlight this senior. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's bring this a little bit closer. Let's say I want to highlight, I want to add this senior to my photo shuffle. Okay, so again, notice how it's screaming at me that this image is missing an alt text. They will, this picture also will not be added to your photo shuffle if it does not have an alt text. Again, another feature that's embedded in your website to protect you with ADA accessibility. So I just have to add an alt text that's hiding behind the picture. So we'll just say Susie holding up a senior sign at graduation. So now that special needs person is included on the visuals on our website. And if I wanted a closed captioning that is on front of the website, I can say Susie is happy to graduate. Okay, I can put that closed captioning in the middle. I can put that closed captioning on the top. I like it on the bottom so it's not covering her face. I click save. Okay, so now when I go to the website, remember I deleted this fruit basket or vegetables, whatever that is. And I'm gonna click refresh. And now our senior Susie is here on our website, okay? So very easy to update your photo shuffle with ADA accessibility in mind. We also have a wave accessibility checker. I know you guys got to run, but if I wanted to update a page in this platform, let's say I wanted to update the principal's message on the website. I can type in any page that I want to update. I click on principal's message. There's the principal's message. Again, we also have wave accessibility checker. I know you gotta go. If I unpublish this and look at the saved draft, notice how in the preview section, I also have the wave accessibility tool embedded on the page. So I can scan this website for ADA accessibility errors before I publish it to my website. Okay, so I have so much more I can share with you, but we've run out of time. I really appreciate everyone joining me today. Come by our booth if you have any questions. I'm going to look at the questions and see if I can address those. Let's see if there's any major ones in here.
I captured some of the highlights, Nicole, so I can share those with you, and maybe folks could also, if you didn't get your question answered, definitely could go to the Edlio booth today and answer those questions, right?
Yes, definitely come by the booth. Instagram doesn't allow anyone to do third-party posting, so that's not for us. But I'll be happy, come by the booth and I'll address all of these questions later. Thank you so much, Christine, for the opportunity. It was
Nicole, thank you. That was so helpful. And everybody have a great day. I put all the links in chat that you'll need so you can make your way back to the hub. You can visit with Edlio and our other partners and also get the links to the next session. So have a wonderful day.
Thank you, everyone.